Got him? Nice! Oh, big silver. What do you think, man? He's beautiful.
This is a beautiful fish.
Every angler has a favorite time of the year to chase fish with a fly. Whether it be during the blossoming spring, during the green of summer, the colors of autumn, or during the cleansing white of winter. It merely offers a backdrop to a pursuit that has attached itself to the soul of a fly fisherman. Rod, reel, fly, and fish.
Oh, there's a big fish. Oh, big fish!
There we go.
Big fish!
Under that log, behind that rock, or deep in the dark blue could lie the fish of a lifetime. It's in that helpless hope that the angler will march from year to year through a lifetime, hoping the next cast connects dreams and a fish of legend. Welcome to Seasons on the Fly.
Oh,
Big fish, big fish. Follow him.
wow, big fish. Welcome to Seasons on the Fly. I'm Greg Heister, and a really unique show for you this week. And this may be the only fly rod that you see in this entire show. As we introduce you to the brand new Seasons on the Fly Lodge, and in our own little way, we support the men and women of our military. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Seasons on the Fly, and welcome to Alaska's Kvichak River. The silvers are in, and in thick, on Alaska's Kvichak River. Also called the coho salmon. It's one of the 6 classified Pacific salmon.
I love to fish, period. I love to fly fish. For silvers, I really love to use a lead head jig on a spinning rod, and can produce pretty good. A spinner, yeah, it's there. This isn't just fly fishing only.
So we're gonna keep him for dinner?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a good one. Is that normal size for up here? Is that a good?
It's a nice big hand.
I love the Kvichak, baby.
I grew up casting a spinning rod. Then to the fly. No, we can do it all here.
It's mid-August on one of Alaska's premier salmon and trout rivers.
Nice fish, George. It's all good, baby.
In late June and early July, 6 to 8 million sockeye salmon will travel this same route, populating streams and rivers around Lake Iliamna, Alaska's largest lake. It's huge.
I never grow tired of it. When the sockeye flood the river coming in and they're running both sides, I run the boats just off them just to watch it whenever I go anywhere. When the silvers, like we're seeing now, coming in, they're little gray shadows sneaking in, and they're very eager to strike a lure, a jig, or a fly. And they just, you'll see 1 or 2 leave the pack and chase it down. It's exhilarating. It's something to see that. And the water is so clear here that it's not difficult to see.
Got him? Nice! Oh, big silver. The Kvichak is like a highway allowing these fish to filter into the lake. It's the only route these fish have to points to the east, making it one of the greatest rivers on this planet.
Yeah, it's exciting, and you feel like what ancient man must have been, or what Lewis and Clark saw when they first stepped foot into where no man of European descent had ever been, and when they were seeing America. And it's kind of, Alaska especially is very primitive in that aspect. So for a city kid from New York or from small town America coming out here, I mean, it's breathtaking.
I'm just still astonished by the majesty of this place, how big it is, how everywhere I go, there's something that will take my breath away, guaranteed.
The silver is a highly sought-after fish, both for table fare and for its acrobatic fights. that can grow to 15 pounds and caught here about 50 miles from saltwater, but still chrome.
But you build that bonds of brotherhood, and whether somebody served or not, you can bond with them, and then now, you make friends and you joke around with them, catch the first person that catches the fish, or the first person that loses the big fish, or whatever it is. It's fun. It's camaraderie, just like being in the military.
These few days in this river are more than just about enjoying the view, the fish, and your fellow anglers. These fishermen are on a mission of healing. I don't think that there's a better place in the world for someone who's into nature to come heal. Alaska has it all. It offers it all. And with this beautiful backdrop, as you see with these images, it's a place where they can really go and get away.
I said, I hope my wife's going to be proud of me.
No, the war does not end. I mean, it's the toughest battle for these warriors is when they get home. It really is. And, these warriors need each other, and that's what they're missing. They miss being around their team, and so we're just trying to get the warriors back together on a common theme and show them Alaska. This is an amazing state, amazing place.
When Seasons on the Fly continues, there are true heroes in this group. For one, his very first salmon.
Silver!
For the others, a trip with purpose and a river that became part of this team. Greg Heister here. Find out the truth about chronic Lyme disease. Go to seasonsonthefly.com. Seasons on the Fly brought to you by Loop. Join the Loop Army and help take North America by storm. And by the Restigouche River Lodge. Come fish the land of the giants. Hi there. Don't let the Seasons on the Fly experience end when the show does. Go to the brand new seasonsonthefly.com and watch fly tying demonstrations, a few full episodes, and be sure to pick up a hat or season 1 on DVD and support the show. And remember, we've got a Facebook page. Go there, click like, and stay in touch with us. I really appreciate you supporting the show, and I hope to see you on the river sometime. Welcome to Seasons on the Fly Lodge. These 4 gentlemen are its first guests ever. A do-it-yourself lodge on Alaska's Kvichak River. A jewel in this state featuring the largest run of wild salmon in the world, and one of 3 rivers to be designated a large rainbow trout river.
What do you eat, George? I ate a pink and white leadhead jig. So we had a lot of silvers to play with, and silvers that had been in the river for a little bit, slightly tainted, but we saw a lot of chrome, a lot of fresh silvers. And we're via the river, we're probably 70 miles from the saltwater, and we were catching fish that still had sea lice on it. That's pretty exciting.
George Riddle grew up in Bristol Bay, about 80 miles from the lodge. He first fished the Kvichak in 1975. He owned this lodge before it became Seasons on the Fly Lodge. He is now the manager and the best guide on this river.
And living on here in the summer since '01, and yeah, it's a great place. It's relaxing, it's quiet. It certainly is a place where you can get away from anything that's causing grief and whatnot in the real world and take a step back.
George's duty this week to create atmosphere, causing the impetus for memories of catching fish and creating a platform for those wounded at war to find solitude and time away.
And some people, the road's much longer than others, but we have to face those issues. We have to get over it because America needs our leadership and our experiences, because you have a skill set that can make America better, and America definitely needs that experience that warriors have.
Well, it's always cool. When you're amongst your own ilk and shared experiences, there's things that you can almost have conversations without words. And when you just kind of throw out references and acronyms or the names of places, and people just pick up on it and they know, and you don't even really, it's not like talking to a shrink where you have to be so detailed. You can kind of give the tips of the waves as opposed to the depths of the ocean and still get that point across.
Get a nice dolly. go, Mike.
Thank you. I told you today was going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Look at the spots and orange spots on it. Very nice.
Travis Myers, Michael Lindsay, and Ben Bateman are veterans and distinguished veterans of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. This trip is facilitated by Rick Casillo, the founder of Battle Dawgs, a non-profit organization dedicated to helping those suffering with brain injuries and PTSD. He's helping them find solutions.
The healing for them begins when they're together. It's not sitting on a couch in front of a doctor and telling that doctor the problems, because that doctor was not there, you know, so they want to be around each other and express their feelings and share their stories, and that's, you know, what I found is the most healing part for them.
Man, you're getting it done today, huh?
Yeah, this spot right over here, I've pulled out 4 in succession.
Nice rainbow George.
Yeah.
Nice little no stripe. Kind of what we call a laker, but lake fish. But a little skinny, so they haven't started eating yet.
Rick has built a team dedicated to this mission, and he knows all about team. A veteran of the Iditarod sled dog race and a 6-time finisher. He's never been to war, but he's been here, and he's determined to fight a number, the number 22.
You know, a lot of people don't know that 22 veterans every day decide to take their own life, and that is a staggering number. It's a number that blew me away.
Lift his head up.
And you know, that is our goal at Battle Dawgs, is to lower and hopefully eliminate that number.
3 strips, boom, it was 2 in a row. 2 casts, 2 fish. Unbelievable. That's awesome.
Since 1978, since the VA's been tracking, over 2 million veterans have committed suicide. But we've only lost less than 7,000 men in combat in Iraq and Afghanistan. So think about that. We've been at war for 14 years in some of the worst places in the world, and we've lost 7,000 people. But yet, each year, we lose roughly 1,000 more people. It's got to stop.
Ben Bateman, a graduate of West Point, and did 8.5 years in the U.S. Army. He's also founded Sportsmen for Warriors, and along with Battle Dawgs, they're out to find solutions.
I can't always help everybody. Rick can't help everybody, but together we can help more people.
Because it's an epidemic going on right now. We're losing more warriors to suicide than overseas, and it's hard to fathom.
Michael Lindsay did 6 deployments. He's as decorated as they come, and he's still active. Awarded a Silver Star, a Bronze Star, and Purple Heart, to name a few.
I dealt with, I think a lot of guys deal with, you know, survivor's guilt. You know, why did I make it, you know, and a lot of other guys didn't. You know, why did I, you know, survive so many patrols when other guys get blown up on their first ones? I dealt with that a little bit. I never really dealt with what happened to me specifically a whole lot, because I always accepted dying.
There you go. Big smile.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like.
You hit it hard, huh?
Absolutely.
Travis, Ben, and Michael have seen their share of death, blood, and survival. They have come here to find team and to share time with those who can relate. When Seasons on the Fly at Seasons on the Fly Lodge continues. And the best part, we got a big rainbow being fought in the background.
Right. Only
The healing rolls on. The fish continue to grab and taking home food for the family. Hi there. Go to seasonsonthefly.com and support our sponsors. Without them, this show is impossible. Find their logo, click on it, go to their website, and buy their product. Let them know that you learned about them through our show. And thank you for watching Seasons on the Fly. Seasons on the Fly brought to you by Whitetail Country Sports World, where the great outdoors is always in. And by Tarpon Key Lodge in Belize. Catch a Grand Slam before breakfast. Seasons on the Fly brought to you by the Baja Pirates, Come fly fish, the fish aquarium of the world. And by seasonsonthefly.com. Don't let the experience end when the show does. And by the brand new Seasons on the Fly Lodge. The SOF experience continues on Alaska's Kvichak River. It's a week of healing in Alaska at Seasons on the Fly Lodge. The river is full of fresh silver salmon. The rainbow trout are pouring in, looking to eat the bounty left behind by the primal urge of these salmon. It's a balance of nature that is raw and defined in the Kvichak River. It's that balance that helps the healing process for these veterans of war. Brought here by Rick Casillo, the founder of Battle Dawgs, a nonprofit looking to help those with PTSD and traumatic brain injuries after their experience with war.
The numbers are staggering. You know, we're talking about 600,000 men and women, over 600,000 men and women dealing with PTSD and traumatic brain injuries. So, is Battle Dawgs going to stop the suicide rate? No. Can we help lower it and hopefully eventually eliminate it? Yeah, I believe we can. It's going to take a long time. You know, we're a grassroots organization and we're building.
Ben Bateman, a recipient of a Medal of Honor and a Bronze Star, has founded his own group called Sportsmen for Warriors. And together they're trying to make a difference in the lives of those harmed while at war.
For Travis, he was in New York when 9/11 happened. He saw the second plane hit the World Trade Center. So for him, you know, 9/11 was real.
Nice silver!
He answered the calling, joined the Marine Corps, enlisted in the Marine Corps. He went and he fought. He went on patrols, took the fight to the enemy.
There it is, my first one. How are you?
He did a lot of mortuary affairs where he helped out with, you know, in the unfortunate, where guys and gals were killed, and you know, he dealt with their bodies. Which, you know, he saw things that, like everything, like a lot of police, a lot of fire, you see things that, you know, you don't necessarily sign up to do that, but you know, through life, through experiences, you see things that you should never see.
Days 2 and 3.
Oh, you got him. You got him.
It's obvious these veterans who did not know each other 2 days earlier are now opening up, and the purpose of this mission is being revealed. They're lined up like soldiers. The irony of that is...
I know.
It never happens on the first day. You know, everyone's kind of feeling each other out. Usually by day 2, day 3, you know, everyone, you know, we're starting to get to know each other. We're having laughs in the boat, you know, taking jabs at each other, things like that. And, you know, we start having fun, they start getting looser. That's where the trust, and then they'll start to open up and tell you what it's like, share their experiences.
What do you think, man? He's beautiful.
This is a beautiful fish. It took me 20 minutes to get him in, but that's well worth it.
Maybe 30.
Maybe 30.
You know, you go out, you haul in some fish, you know, maybe you hook it and I put it in the net and all that. I mean, it's teamwork and it's team building. You know, it's a little bit of trust building too. And I think a lot of guys who, you know, roll through these organizations have lost all manners of trust. And that's part of it, is rebuilding that faith, you know, in their fellow human being and that trust to open up about their deepest, darkest things. Because I think a lot of us get so consumed in our own pain and depression that we start to think that the world is just these 4 walls, when it's just so much bigger than that. It really is.
Meanwhile, the fish keep grabbing. The silvers are still stacked like cordwood, and the grabs keep coming. A river virtually to themselves. And for this moment, the visions that haunt them are far from view.
Yeah, it was great out here. It's excellent conditions. I mean, $1 million views. I mean, you can't put a price on something like this.
It's time for support. Air miles, cash, gifts, whatever we can do to help bring these men and women home, truly home. Over 8,000 veterans commit suicide each year. That's 22 reasons every day to do what you can do. Seasons on the Fly continues after this. Seasons on the Fly brought to you by Dry Fly, handcrafted spirits made in the Pacific Northwest. And by Wild Alaska Sport Fishing and Cruises. Come find the real Alaska. Seasons on the Fly is brought to you by GoPro, be a hero. And by Dr. Dan's. Support Seasons on the Fly. Use promo code ONTHEFLY and shipping is free. The best sunscreen and lip balm in the business. Go to drdanslipbalm.com. There's the dolly. We're about to get the dolly on the stove. We got dinner fixing and you're catching world-class trout. So, a guy from Boston, have you ever had fresh dolly Varden?
No, I've heard a lot about her though.
A rookie on the rod.
Yeah, let the fish. Oh, this is a nice fish.
Seasons on the Fly Lodge. You've got to see it to believe it.
22 veterans commit suicide every day. That's over 8,000 every year. They have protected freedoms and created a life for so many without barriers and hardships that much of the world endures. And yet when they return home from war, the bombs never stop dropping. It's obvious over these 3 days and watching these veterans that the process is working. Groups like Battle Dawgs and Sportsmen for Warriors are serving a purpose, a role in truly ending the noise of war and making these visions part of the past. I'm Greg Heister, and I'll see you next time on Seasons on the Fly.
You know, it's easy to lose sight of the struggles that some of these people have. And it's a very thin line because soldiers are proud people. We don't want handouts. You know, you don't want to be babied. But a helping hand, a little bit of understanding, it goes a long way. And really, the average person can to show that by contributing to organizations like Battle Dawgs.
You know, we're a nonprofit. We're 100% in. Any support that we get goes directly back to our warriors. And any little bit helps. And it costs a lot of money to bring warriors up, airfare.
And for us, it's a long term. It's a multi-step. We don't just take guys and gals out hunting and fishing and to supercross and sporting events. You know, we're trying to get warriors jobs. We're trying to get warriors education so they can continue to give back and help make America great.